Well, with that, we'll commence. Thanks everybody for coming today. Councillor Carpenter, if you're on, we can see your, there we go. Thank you. Can you hear us okay? Councillor? Can't hear you. You're muted.
I can hear you fine.
Okay, good show. Thank you very much. Roll call is taken.
Roll's been taken.
Yeah. Declarations? Seeing none. We have no presentations. We have no delegations. We have 4.1 and 5.11, which are items before us. Consent and consideration. Could I get a mover and seconder? Councillor Samwell, thank you. Councillor Carpenter, thank you. Do we want to have any discussion on the minutes or go ahead and vote on them? We'll call the question on the minutes. Those in favor? That carries. 4.1, does staff want to give a brief overview of what's before us?
Yes, I will. So I have a full overview of the whole, since the committee began, it's just a page and a bit, so here we go.
Excellent.
So at their meeting on June 27th, 2023, Brantford City Council passed a resolution titled Major Sports Team Liaison Initiative, which recognizes the significance of sport to the quality of life for residents in the city of Brantford. City Council acknowledged that the continuation and success of the city's major sports teams was important to residents in the city of Brantford and recognized the importance of maintaining positive and business-like relationships with our current major sports teams to ensure the retention of our existing teams, as this would serve to attract new teams. It was resolved that a major sports team liaison committee should be created for the duration of this term of council with the mandate to create and maintain positive and ongoing business relationships with our major sports teams and to provide an avenue to take advantage of future opportunities to attract new major sports teams to the community. In the inaugural Major Sports Teams Liaison Committee meeting, which was held on July 17th and concluded with approval of the following recommendations regarding the completion of the committee's mandate. A, provide a list of current and local prospective major teams above the age of 18 and sports that the committee wishes to engage. B, review of facilities that can accommodate major sports teams. And C, liaising and meeting with prospective major sports teams. In today's report, number 2023-621, item 5.11 and 5.21 provide a current list of major sports teams above the age of 18 that were provided by committee members along with potential teams that the city could support. In addition to the organizations provided by committee members, council directed staff to provide a list of current and local prospective major teams above the age of 18 and sports that the committee wishes to engage. Current teams and potential teams provided by staff are listed in 5.13 and 5.14 respectively. In addition to the list of current and potential sports teams to engage, council also directed staff to review facilities that can accommodate major sports teams. A list of current sports teams in the city of Brantford that can accommodate major sports teams are listed in item 5.21. Also listed in this is the George Jones Field located at 22 Powerline Road in the county of Brant, which hosts the Brantford Harlequins rugby teams and could have the potential to host major sports teams. The final recommendation, item C, is liaising and meeting with prospective major sports teams. At the request of the chair, city staff met with Louis Velez, president, Brantford Warriors Lacrosse on September 21st. Some of the feedback provided at this meeting included scheduling challenges and increased promotion of the team in the city of Brantford. The city chair and city staff also met with Connie Pomelo, co-owner, Brantford Red Sox on September 26th. Some of the feedback provided at this meeting included necessary upgrades to the building and increased promotion of the city in the city of Brantford. So recommendations from today's report include A, that staff report 2023-621 titled Current and Prospective Major Sports Teams and Local Sports Facilities be received, and B, that the chair of the Major Sports Team Liaison Committee and the manager of Economic Development NBRC consult with current major sports teams listed in section 5.11 and 5.13, gather feedback of their experiences in the city of Brantford and report back to the committee, and C, that staff prepare a report related to the city of Brantford sports facilities listed in section 5.2 and include the following information: seating capacity, parking review, general overview of the state of the facility, and future plans for the facility.
Discussion, questions, comments from committee members first of all. Mayor, go
Yeah, I have a question through you for staff. On the meetings you've had so far, you said there was a request, sure I got the right wording, something about assisting with promotion inside the city of Brantford. What in particular were they requesting?
They're requesting, their teams weren't up on the city website, so they requesting more attention through that. I think they were also requesting more attention through social media, and I think a lot of this has been brought about because of the attention that the Bulldogs have received. And they feel like, hey, what's happening with our teams, especially the Red Sox.
There was also commentary about some of the electronic billboards the city of Bradford operates. The one at Gretzky Center, for instance, perhaps having messaging there. And interested, I think, in more of a close partnership with us in terms of the mutual benefits.
Cool. Okay. Well, I think it's significant to note that with the Bulldog, city receives revenue based on per head attendance. So it's not just promoting the team, it's also flowing revenue back to the city of significance. But certainly I think the facilities we have in some cases need some work and vision for what we have in mind for some of the various facilities we have. And probably need some attention. So I think that's a great thing that we're doing that. And getting more information about what those who use facilities, their perspective, what they see needs to be done, and seeing what we can do to improve the playing fields so they work better for the teams that are here. And yeah, doing what we can to better give them exposure. Yeah, that's going to.
If I might add to your question, Mayor, one of the things that we've heard is that the people we've spoken to speak very highly of our current city staff and their attention to their needs. The only negative we had was with respect to some of the minor condition in the building or on the field, and the one team specifically was hoping that they could implement their 2024 schedule into our schedule now rather than waiting for a later date. And they of course spoke highly of Mr. Cox, and Mr. Cox is aware of some of the things that we've talked about, and those are all in I guess a minor capital work plan. Would you elaborate on that, Rick?
Through the chair, yes, we identified a number of pieces that we are approaching the capital plan with a request for a sports field upgrade program that would give us money each year to gradually improve each of the sports fields across the city. Our initial focus obviously is going to be on the higher profile one like Arnold Anderson, but there is a need at all of the sites really, and we have identified a work list for Arnold Anderson. We've identified similar for JC and Steve Brown, just so that we can go across the city and gradually reinvest in these facilities.
And if I recall, we're also working through some minor deficiencies at Gretzky.
One or two.
Yeah. Before I come back, oh, sorry, Kevin, go ahead.
I'm not sure I quite finished, but
yeah.
So how are you going to prioritize? So you're going to have a list of the various facilities and what needs to be done.
Right.
How are you going to prioritize?
The initial prioritization was related to lost time due to weather. So things like, or safety. So for example, this year we invested in irrigation at a soccer field that was causing injury to the players, so that now the ground is soft there and the teams can play. We also invested in drainage at a ball diamond, so that it was not going to be taken out of circulation due to weather events nearly as often. So through our usage patterns and the number of cancellations due to weather, that'll help us prioritize the drainage side through the health and safety analysis of field of play sensitivities. That'll help us prioritize those pieces. And then like Arnold Anderson, it's the optics, the sort of the pizzazz element around coats of paint and, you know, bent fencing and things like that, that we just want to make sure that our high profile spaces are looking like we were proud of them. So those are the three priorities.
With scoreboards you can see during the day.
Actually, the scoreboard at Arnold Anderson, we put all new lights in and repainted it this year with the right green. The right green. So it is actually in good shape at Arnold Anderson this year. So we're pretty pleased with that. Don't know if you can see it at night, except for the lights, but during the day you can see it.
Anything else? Councillor Carpenter, did you want to jump in? Is any comment or question?
No, I'm good.
So let me just add then that we've had really good support from staff, and I guess the other thing I wanted to mention is that we had sort of an informal engagement with another group, and that group also spoke highly of Mr. Cox, and one of the things that I'm looking most forward to is them going to him and not to me.
Thank you.
Yes. Anything else? Okay, let's go to the question then on 4.1. Those in favor? And that's, I think, unanimous. So we have nothing else before us today. And we're concluded at 4:11 p.m. Thank you.